Today's sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Northern California and Levi's Stadium in the South Bay in Santa Clara, California. The punter, Jake Camarda, will get things started. And off we go from Santa Clara. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, they'll throw to get this one started. Quick throw here is complete. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield. On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. Going up top for Evans. That'll be batted away. Incomplete. Coverage very strong defensively. It's 2nd down.
They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds.
Here comes 3rd and 6. Back to throw. To the outside, that's St. Brown. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively, and now decision time. What are you going to do on 4th down? That's complete, and it is Beckham. Here's 1st and 10. Now they'll set up to throw. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Touchdown, 49ers. It's his 4th touchdown on the year. The extra point by Elliott is good. And the 49ers will take a 7-0 lead. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Jamal Agnew now to return. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Oh, nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it. They'll run with the rookie from Auburn. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
This is how you draw up your opening possession when you're on the road. The longer the drive goes, the quieter the crowd gets. Continue to mix in that run game. Let's see if they can finish off by putting this ball in the end zone.
Off the play fake, it's Richardson. This one is complete along the sideline. A very nice job to fit that ball in. It'll be a modest game.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
They'll try to get this one on the ground. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. Good for a Raider 1st down.
Each week coming into the game, every team in the league, Mike, places a huge emphasis on success on their opening drive. But the key to that is sustaining possession, converting on third down. It's exactly what they were able to do here, keeping the ball on the ground.
The big tight end, Cole Kmet, the intended receiver. And it'll be second down.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make third down manageable and take your chances picking up a key third down?
From the gun, Richardson. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
We're starting to see a lot of this on third down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these third down conversions. You know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball. And in this case, it falls incomplete, brings up 4th down.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down. Out of the shotgun, Richardson. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And he's going to have a Raiders first down. They pick up a big chunk of yards to boot. The gain is 18. Out of the gun, here's a run up the gut. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down. A pickup of 9. They'll stick with him again. And he'll work forward for a yard, but that's all he needed. This is going to be a first down. Throwing, Richardson. And that one is incomplete and brings us to the end of the first quarter of play. So we'll get a 2nd and goal when we return. The Niners have the early advantage. And we're back in the Bay Area after this. Try to get here from the 7-yard line, 2nd down and goal. Here's Richardson. That's in the end zone and intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And the Niners will take over here at their own 12.
So you find yourself entering the red zone. Mike, it's hard to not start envisioning scoring a touchdown. Well, that interception, it changes everything. This is a huge missed opportunity. You have to capitalize and find a way to hang 6 on the defense.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. This one into the hands of Beckham. And a good one here. He'll be marked down up past the 25-yard line. They'll run it right here with Warren. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down. They'll bring St. Brown in motion. They'll look to throw. It is caught left side by St. Brown. And he's out of bounds inside the 30. That is a big gain for the 49ers. 47 yards. On 1st and 10, it's Warren. And he'll bring it inside the red zone. Finding space. Gain of 7. Inside the 20.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Look wide. Get this one complete. And the Niners are going to have 1st and goal as the tackle's made at about the 5-yard line. Here's Warren. And he's going to go backwards on that one. They take him down back at the 6-yard line.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
That is caught to the goal line and in. Travis Kelce. Touchdown, San Francisco. Elliott. Good on the extra point. And the 49ers move out on top 14-0. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. This will be returned from the 6. Now an opening past the 30. They finally get him down, but he gets all the way up close to the 40-yard line. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Drive will start on the ground. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. He'll manage only about 3, so it will bring up 3rd down. Two minutes to go here till halftime. Greg and I back with you from Santa Clara in a moment. Third and 5. Richardson to throw. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. 15-yard pickup there. First down, Vegas. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down. Richardson gonna look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
There's only a handful of guys in the league who legitimately have world-class speed, and he's one of them. I mean, he's the type of weapon that you 3 or 4 times a game have to just say, okay, my guy, he's faster than your guy. We're going to send him deep and let it fly. And even though that one falls incomplete, you have to continue to sprinkle that threat in, because it makes everything else in your passing game that much easier.
1st and 10. Throwing is Richardson. Nowhere to go. He is taken down. Now the Raiders going to use the first of their timeouts. Clock will stop with 33 seconds to go until halftime.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
A 2nd down throw for Richardson. To the right side here, pass is caught.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they have an internal clock in their head. How does my protection match up with the rush and the route concept I'm trying to attack downfield? In this case, he's looking downfield, realizes quickly this ball's got to come out, checks it down to his underneath drag, picks up what he can.
3rd and long. Now Richardson. Passing right side, and Chase has it. The defense blows a chance to get off the field as the offense converts 3rd and 14. On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Richardson. This is caught toward the side of the end zone. Jamar Chase. Touchdown, Vegas. No problem there on the extra point. And the Raiders are on the board. It's now 14-7. Very little time remaining in this first half as this kick is away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. To the right side, hauled in by Kelsey.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
Here's 2nd and 3 to go. He'll look to throw. He's got it! And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. You can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
To the air now on 1st and 10. Now a deep ball toward the end zone. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the receiver he was trying to target, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Here's Jake Elliott now to try the field goal. This one is good. He knocks it through. So we hit halftime here in Santa Clara with the 49ers in the lead. As we'll send you over to Orlando, our EA Sports halftime report with the coach. Jonathan, all yours. All right, Coach, 2nd half, drawing near. Glad to have you back with us here on EA Sports. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. The tight end, Komet, is on the move. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
Finding yourself down here, multiple scores in the second half. The defense is going to give you some friendly run looks. So don't be afraid to mix it in there. But if you're going to find yourself coming back from this deficit, you're going to have to do it primarily through the air with just a little bit of mix of the run.
Right back to him on 1st down.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
Throwing on 2nd down, Richardson. Now he takes off. Richardson gonna hit the deck here, but not before he picks up a 1st down.
I love this call, Mike. 2nd down and short. One of the best downs in football to take a shot. Give credit to the defense. They were ready for it. And a nice job by the quarterback, realizing there's nothing downfield. Take off, turn into a runner, pick up the first down.
First time they've looked his way all game long. But he comes through with the grab and a first down.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way.
And that one just kept getting worse and worse until finally they bring him down. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. They'll go play action. It's Richardson. He'll take a shot here. Back to the end zone.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. First down throw there is incomplete.
This is a pass that just needs to be completed, Mike. The opportunity was there. His guy was open. They ran out of room a little bit there on the sideline. Couldn't quite get the ball up and down fast enough and ends up being thrown out of bounds.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, Warren. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10.
That's good. Score A.
Now they'll set up to throw. Now a ball deep, middle of the field, and he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it. Continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
Back to the air once more on 2nd down. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
That'll be caught by the running back, Warren. Good work after the catch. They get 16 and a 1st down.
And another great throw. And I'll tell you what, Mike, so far today, this certainly does not look like a rookie quarterback. I mean, he is in complete control of this offense.
Putting the tight end in motion. They'll look to throw again. Over the middle, he's got St. Brown. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. 2nd and a yard.
At the 31-yard line.
They'll turn and hand this one off. And that'll give him a first down. Tackle made after the pickup of 3.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
He'll drop to throw. His throw on first down is going to be incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Now, faking the give. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Here's 2nd and 6. Now Warren. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Going to lose a yard.
Down behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard on the play. Brings up 3rd and 7.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
They couldn't quite connect there on that short pass, Mike, and I just think it's worth reminding everyone how different the concepts are down here in the red zone than what the rest of the game plan calls for in the normal part of the field.
Elliott's kick is good. And the 49ers will add to their lead here in the 4th quarter.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. From the gun, Richardson. The throw on the run is complete. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. On 1st and 10, here's Richardson. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete.
This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump, and they've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the backfield is why this team finds themselves with the lead here late in this ballgame.
And that'll go for a gain of 7, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
3rd down, 3 to go. Out of shotgun, Richardson. He's got a man. That's Watson. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a 1st down. Now Richardson. To the left side, he's got Komet. And he's out of bounds, but not until he gets inside the 25-yard line.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack. On second down, Richardson. That one knocked away. It is incomplete. Very good job defensively. Stayed right with him, and will bring up third down.
Rough sequence over these last couple plays. First down, sack. Second down, big play attempt, falls incomplete. Now to make matters worse, you got to operate in third and long on a defense that knows they can just pin their ears back and try to get after the quarterback.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but they're going to mark him inside the 10-yard line. It's a gain of 26, and it'll set up first and goal.
What I like the most here is just the decision that when he wants to be a runner, he commits to being a runner, and he's able to weave his way downfield, pick up the first down, sets up first and goal.
He'll take off again.
He tried to buy all the time he could, but when he saw that space, he quickly turned from thrower to runner, and he's able to pick up a nice gain on first down.
Now here's second and goal. He'll try to run this one in. And he will score. Game on. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The extra point is up and through. And the Raiders are back within 6. So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a one-score game as they kick it away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10. On the ground, it's Warren to start the drive. Terrific starter there. Gain of 15 and a first down.
Fourth quarter, you find yourself protecting a one-possession lead. It's a fine line, Mike, between do I keep the ball on the ground, continue to work the clock, or stay aggressive, try to extend this lead to a multiple possession game. That's the balance this play caller is dealing with right now.
And he'll get this one across midfield. Brought down after a pickup of a half dozen. They'll come up now for second down and 4. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that ball out of reach toward the sideline. It'll be an incompletion.
An incompletion there isn't ideal by any means, Mike, but I think that's one of those passes where he made sure that ball was either going to end up in his guy's hands or out of bounds.
Here's a third down and 4. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. And that is not going to work. Incomplete, and they turn it over on downs.
You know, more often than not in the NFL, games are won based on who wins critical downs. Well, that fourth down attempt right there was exactly that, and this defense came up huge for a big-time fourth down stop.
He'll let this one rip, looking for Watson. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
I know it fell for an incompletion, but pretty impressive. He was able to push that ball really far downfield as he was being hit. Really says a lot about the arm strength that this quarterback has.
That one finds Chase. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
You can't run plays like this, Mike, if you don't have incredible pass protection. I mean, he started on the left side of the formation, and look how far he had to go across the field before that ball was caught. That's going to take time. That's going to take a lot of trust in that quarterback, in his protectors, to know he can stand tall in that pocket and wait for his receiver to break open.
Plenty of time, plus 2 timeouts at their disposal. It's 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. He's going to keep it himself. And he slides and covers up at the end, avoids the hit, and picked up decent yardage along the way.
Take a look at his eyes. You can see the quarterback clearly going through all of his progressions, and he's quick to realize there's nowhere to go with this ball. He makes the right decision and gets out of there, picks up some good yardage, and gets down on the ground.
And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
A gain of 11 on that one. Good for a Raider first down.
And now we're at the point of the game, Mike, where someone has to step up and make a play. That's exactly what this quarterback and his receiver did. It gives them now a fresh set of downs and a chance to go down and make this game very interesting.
Richardson to throw here on 1st and 10. That is caught at the 3. And the Raiders are looking at a 1st and goal. He's taken down at the 2-yard line. They'll run here. And this one's blown up. It's back at the 5-yard line now.
In these goal-to-go situations backed up on your own goal line, Mike, what they teach the defense is it's your job to establish a new line of scrimmage. And that's exactly what they did here. Watch the push they get. The offensive line goes backwards, and they take the ball carrier down for a loss.
2nd and goal. To throw, it's Richardson. And this is going to be a touchdown. A game-tying TD here in the final minute.